Second down, it's Coleman. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Watch the backer.
Garoppolo looks to throw. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the Colts 43-yard
Here we go.
line.
180!
You're not ready. You're not ready.
On second down, it's Coleman. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
They're not ready for this, man.
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. He's got his man on the crossing route. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On second down now, it's Coleman. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. And it's second down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Check 3, 21.
Here's Coleman. And they'll get this down to the 10. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
50. Here we go. Like 20!
3 balls.
They'll run here with Ingram. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
13.
2nd down and goal. Garoppolo looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
That's going to be caught by Samuel. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
First down, Kaiser. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money, because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
2 yards on the pickup.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and it'll bring up 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Taking a shot for Samuel, and that is incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
At the 10-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Here's Kaiser. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Don't get nothing.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Man open, that's Ray McLeod. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5.
First down.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check safety, check safety.
On 1st down, this is Adams. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this 1st quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
They'll run with a former Ole Miss Rebel, Jordan Wilkins. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. To throw is Kaiser. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. The pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. He'll field this at the 5. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Here we go, here we go. Wait, Davey!
I got one.
Coleman now. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Darius Leonard on the tackle. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 10-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Pick your game up.
After 1, 7-0. On EA Sports.
Niners 7, Colts nothing.
Let's go. 18 Gators.
Mike 58, right there. You're trash, you're trash.
Now.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
Defense, let's go. 58, come on.
Let's go.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember that.
Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Let's go.
Smooth. Fight.
Back to throw now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage.
Hey, wahoo!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. Third and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20. On third down, here's Coleman. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. This is Mostert. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Third and short yardage. Kaiser got an open man. That's Campbell. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ready. 54. Let's go. Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go. Switch. Ready, go.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Adams, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Safety creek.
Kaiser now from the 50. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw here. Kaiser. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Mullins and the Niners now with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. Now Mostert. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Mostert. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Here's Mostert. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Let's go. 15 line. 15 line.
Deep, tighten up. Let's go. Deep, tighten up.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Ready, ready.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd and 10. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Pilot, 64, weak.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
He's tired of me. He's tired of us.
56.
Throwing again is Kaiser on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
Third down.
So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Kaiser. Got an open man. It's McLeod. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo!
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Watch 54, watch 54. And let's get this. Mike 54. Mike running.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here comes Pettis on the return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one sent away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for them and shot for them. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back near his goal line, Kaiser. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On the return is Pettis. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
At their own 41-yard line.
Let's go now.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Going to give this time to the tailback. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Big dribble.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
8 read.
I got him.
Sit.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
They're running it.
2nd and 9 now. Man open, it's Goodwin. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
That's good for a 49er first down.
Down. 10 over.
1-yard line.
58 right there. I'm scared.
They go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
60 or.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
You did 61. Matchbox life. Hit it.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Cut.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
This is Hines. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Kaiser nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Check 25. Check 25.
Check. Whip. Watch the whip.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And the pressure gets to him again. Nick Bosa, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Set. 60 outlaw.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now a give right side. It's Wilkins, and he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
65. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Third and long for Kaiser. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And it's fielded at the 34. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tyquan Lewis makes the stop.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. This is Ingram. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Ingram again. And a short gain here down to the 22. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The kick by Gold is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Kaiser to throw it. Ebron caught left side. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Oh, yeah. Smoke. Here we go again.
Kaiser now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Well, not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 30 base.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
I'm going to hit you.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Ingram. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
58 right there. Let's go, D.
22 top bomber. Ready.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
The Niners on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Let's go.
3rd down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
A 36-yard attempt.
And Gold is able to put it through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember putting...
Oh, Kaiser can't get away, and he'll go down. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now Kaiser, he's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
SOS. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Sponge. No. What? Watch twist.
From the gun, Kaiser. This one complete to Devin Funchess. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Check four. Check hot route. Hot. Check. Swing. Check 52.
Kaiser to throw for it on 4th. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plan to catch.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a